Hey, welcome to the show. Check this out. This is a 4K UHV smartboard. It's a 55-inch smartboard by a company called HKMLC. Take a look at this. This is so beautiful. I am a teacher and also I have YouTube channels, and I am loving this. There's so many different options and tools that you can use with this. So let's just dive right into it. When you get this, you're going to get two pins like this, two stylus pins. They have a magnet on them, so you can attach them to a metal surface. They even have a place right here on the board that you can put there. And they do not require a battery at all, so that is really nice. You will also get an included flat panel TV wall mount. This is free, so you can set that up on your wall if you want to. But as you can see, I have a stand that I bought from HKMLC. That stand will support up to 220 pounds. Highly recommend that stand. So here's what the stand looks like right here. I just love the shape of the frame on how close you can get that board to the wall. And then here's the shelf, a nice solid shelf. This stand can support up to 220 pounds. Here's what the wheels look like. You got the locks, very solid frame. And then here's what it looks like on the back. So here's the different inputs on your HKMLC whiteboard right here. You got your Type-C, your HDMI, USBs right here. On the back of it, you have your power switch. You have your antennas. There are 4 antennas all together. Got your VGA in. And then right here, you have HDMI ports right there. And you can see right there that in the USB, that is for my presentation clicker. Right here, this will help with your Google Slides or your PowerPoint. And with your whiteboard, you get an included remote control, so you can do a lot of different options with that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the screen right here. This is the beginning screen that you're going to have with your HKMLC whiteboard right there. And this is the part that you're going to be using the most. So let's go ahead and just click that. And when you do get this whiteboard, it will have a black background. And I'll show you right here. I'm going to go to menus and hit themes and then background. And then here's your black background. And as you can see, for my uses, it showed a lot of fingerprints and the lights from my studio would reflect badly with it. So I wanted to change my background to something that's easier on the eyes and not showing those fingerprints. So I would choose white. And then that works out a lot better. And you can use the pen. You can go like this. You can use the pen to write something, or you can use your finger. This board will support up to 20 touch points. That means if you really wanted to, you could have 20 people up here. I'll show you right here. Look at this. You can be making all kinds of marks, 20 touch points. Let's go ahead and take a look at the themes again. And you can actually, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this out here. Clean all. Now you can go ahead and you can set this up if you're into sports. You can put a sports background. So let's say you are going to be doing maybe basketball. I'm thinking that's basketball or soccer. So then if you are a coach or something like that, you can say, okay, team, you need to be going around on this side right here. And if their player goes this way, you need to come in and block them and then shoot. So as you can see, I'm not a sports coach, but you can have some cool backgrounds. I'm going to go ahead and clean all. And on those backgrounds, look at that. You have even music notes. You have a graph for mathematics. You got writing notes, so maybe you're going to be doing some writing. All kinds of cool. Even have a Venn diagram, a baseball field, all kinds of cool stuff. So right now I'm going to go ahead and go back to the white background. So I hit this option right here and boom, you're all set to go. Let's take another look in the menu section here just to see. You can import and export different files. So I can import and export an IMG, PDF, SVG, or an IWB. You can save to your, now just want to let you know, this is not like a TV. This is like a computer, a tablet. It has internal memory, internal storage. You can also save externally by USB. You can put apps on this smartboard. It's so cool. You don't need anything else. It is all set to go. So if I wanted to, I can save to storage, or I can save to the cloud drive. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at that menu again. You can save whatever you're going to be doing right here. You can save that. And then you have your cloud storage. You got your theme. You can send any of this information to your email. So if you wanted to, I can export it out to my email. I did not set up my email address yet, but you can do that back in settings. And then here are the settings right here. You can choose multi-finger writing, automatic brightness. This is really neat because if you do, you can set this up for environmental, like if the lights are changing or whatever, it will adjust the brightness on there. Usually I just keep it all the same. And you can choose custom toolbar. I usually will just have everything laid out right there on my toolbar. All right, let's go back to, let's take a look right here. This is your select tool. So right now I don't have anything selected, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Here is our pen tool. I'm going to go ahead and hit options right here. Your pen tool is set up that you can make adjustments, settings to this part and also this part. And so you can adjust the different thickness. So right now I'm coloring with the black line, and if I want, and then on this end, I have it set up like a little bit of a blue color right there. But I can also adjust the thickness on that, so I can make it bigger, just like this. All right, so if I'm writing down numbers, all right. So again, with my select tool, if I wanted to, I can just select something like that and then move it around, and I can even delete that part, which is really nice. We're going to talk a lot more in the select tool in a little bit. Let's go back to my pen. I'm going to go ahead and clean all, and let's go back here to the pen. There's a really cool option right here. I'm going to choose this part here. It's like a magic wand. So I'm going to check the magic wand. My son will play with this part for hours. So let's say I want to make a house, all right? So if you're not very good at drawing a house, just draw your basic house like that. Boom, it'll give you some different options that you can choose for a better house. There you go. So like I said, my son will just have so much fun. Let me see if I can do it. Like an axe or a hammer or something like that. Here's a hammer. They got some really fun things. I wonder if I can do a cat. All right. Yeah, they do actually have a cat, and they have all different options for that cat. So if you're a teacher and you want to, make a presentation, like right here, I kind of made like I was hoping to move that, and I used my finger instead of the select key. So I just go over here and hit undo. They do have multiple undos. So let's say I want to make a presentation, and I'm going to put cat right there. And now I'm going to write the word cat. All right, check this out. I love this. So right now I'm going to go back to my pen tool. I want to take off that selection tool because I want to start writing with my pen. And now all set to go. So I'm going to write the word cat right here. All right. I don't have the best penmanship out there, so if you want a more professional looking penmanship, you just hit that select tool right here, circle the word cat. I only circled the word, the letters CA, so let's go ahead and select all those letters right here. Now I'm going to go over to an option called Smart Write. So I click on Smart Write, and now it gives me different options for the word cat. This one has a capital C, this one has a regular C, so whatever you want. Go ahead, boom, you're all set to go. Very nice. I just love that. And everything right here is movable. You can copy things with that select tool. So if I want to go over here and copy this house, I just hit clone, and now I got another house. And now I can move that around. Click on this house, move this around here. So you can have some fun doing some things like that. Now, if you ever do a you make something like that, and now you want to make another screen, but you don't want to erase that. So all you have to do over here is hit add, and now you're on a new screen to start doing some stuff. So let's go ahead and hit the pen tool again. And that Smart Write, cool thing about that, it works with numbers. So let's say I'm going to do 23 plus 49. And now I hit the select tool, select 23, hit Smart Right. And now I hit 23 right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and click my other number, 49, Smart Right. And here's 49. Now you notice that the 49 right here is smaller, which sometimes usually happens. Don't worry about that. All you have to do is come down here and then make that a little bit bigger. Just like that, move it into place, and then you can move your other things around here. And even that plus sign right there, you can move that. Now, when I am doing division, I'm doing a division problem, and let's just say I'm doing a very long division problem, and I'm starting to come down and I'm running out of room on this board. All I have to do is hit select on my problem, and then I can just scale that problem just like that, move it up here, and then continue on with my equation, which is really cool. I'm going to go ahead and hit add screen again. And then now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go and make a rectangle. This is really nice. So if I want to do some measurements in class, I hit the ruler button and it gives me different options for rulers right here. So I can click this ruler here. I can take that blue part, move this ruler around here, line it up, and then I can bring it in. Boom. There you go. Whoops. And sometimes I'll click the screen and I should have done select. So again, just hit that undo. It, like I said, has multiple undos and redos. So for the ruler one, you got different rulers you can use. You have also something called shapes. Let's take a look at shapes. You have 2D shapes and 3D shapes. So for the 2D shapes, you can see all your different selections. You got lines, even a flag right there, some dotted lines. So if I wanted a circle, just go ahead and you can use your finger or the pen. So I'm going to go ahead and make the circle right there. Take another shape here, square, make a square here, or rectangle. Let's take a look at some of the 3D shapes right here. Sphere. All right. Let me see here. Pyramid. Right there. Put it in different, you can set it up, for different orientations right there. All right, cool. And again, with the select tool, I can grab that and I can move this around. And there's so many different options. So you can even hit color. You can change the color on that. Yeah, I'm liking that. So I'm going to do one more here. I'm going to go to shape. I'm going to do a 2D shape circle right here and circle there. And with that, I can take that circle and I can make another circle in there and I can just keep on drawing circles as long as I want to. So, all right. So let's go on to the next screen. And there's also options that you can fill in these circles with different colors. Let's go to a new screen. And I'm going to shut my ruler off. This is really cool. It's called partition. So what this does is it will divide this screen into 3 equal parts. If you get the 75-inch, it'll give you more area. So the 75-inch of this screen right here has more options, but I liked the 55-inch because it fits great in my studio. I can wheel it around also, just like a smaller board, but I wouldn't mind the 75-inch board too. This is really cool because you can have 3 people up here doing problems. So I'm going to select the colors. Right now it's always on default white. And then the paintbrush is always smaller diameter. So I want to get that a little bit bigger. And so now what I can do is I can go and put on problems right here. 48 plus 27. And then 49 plus 11. And again, I can make that a lot bigger. And the cool thing here is that if a student is doing a problem, they can't go over to this side right here. They're limited to just their section. I'll probably be talking a little bit more about this later, but there are some tools right here. And what I like to do is if I set up some math problems, I'll usually set a timer. And I'll put my timer to maybe, let's just say it's 1 minute, and I'll hit the timer and then when I touch the screen, the timer goes up there. So then my kiddos will have 1 minute to solve the math problem, or maybe let them draw something, like maybe I need to draw a cat on a skateboard. So when that timer goes off, then it's cool. It has a cool sound. So I'll talk more about that. We'll listen to that timer when it goes off. Let's continue back. I'm going to hit that return button right here. And whatever I draw or write here, it's going to be saved on that page. So I'm going to hit that return button. And now, boom, it's on a page. It's actually on page 5 right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on another page. And you can make different tables, all right? I know you're waiting on the alarm. I just want to let you hear what that looks like, or sounds like. With the tables, you can set whatever configuration you want. There's our timer there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click that off. That's really cool, isn't it? So with the tables, you set your configuration up right here, and then you're going to go ahead and insert. So this is cool if you're doing a business presentation, marketing, or even education. So you can set up, maybe it's a graph that you're doing. Let's go on to, let me go ahead and clear this one here. Clear all. And now they also have something called a mind map. And when you do write something in here, let's say I will do the word fish. Right away, it gives you that smart write. So you can make, your handwriting can come in very neat. And so maybe I do different characteristics of a fish. So maybe it's water. And you can see the more I write, the more it extends. So they don't have any option. I'm going to do undo here. My handwriting was really bad on that one. So we're gonna, whoops, I did see it come up. All right. And there, it's almost like, when you're writing in your email or whatever, it kind of guesses what you might be putting down. So I put water. You can add more. All right. And let's go over here. You can add and extend this. Cool. Another cool thing about this is that maybe I want to start adding some more stuff up there. So I can take my 2 fingers with select, all right, just like this, and I can make that smaller. Bring this down here. And now maybe I want to make a, I don't know, some kind of box up here talking about rivers. And I'm going to go ahead and select this again. And maybe I want to draw a fish. Let's see if I can draw a fish here. Not the best fish in the world, but it'll do. And now, if I want to go back to this part, I can just take the select tool and I can zoom in just like that, move it around. And if you're not sure where everything is lined up, you take this little button right here, hit preview, and that will give you a preview of all of, go ahead and click here. This gives you a preview of everything that you did on your screen. So this is what I'm looking at right now, and this is like my fish is up here. So you can, it kind of gives you a preview of everything that you've done on that screen, which is pretty cool. All right, let's get out of there. We also have something called sticky notes. You can write a sticky note. Maybe you have to fix your car or something like that. Hit, and then boom, it throws over there. But for me, I like the old yellow sticky notes. They're all over my monitor and my desk. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here. We have grids. So a grid, maybe you want to put down, you can do some handwriting or something like that with that grid. And like I said, you got your ultimate undos. You can go back and let's take a look right here. I'm going to click on pages, and this gives you a layout of all the pages that you've been working on. All right. Now, when you're done with all that, you can hit exit, and it'll say, hey, do you want to save this or don't save it? So like I said, you can go back and take a look at all these other pages that you've worked on. tons of stuff. So right for now, I'm not going to save any of that. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Don't Save. Boom, put you right here. Now, this little menu, I'm clicking this icon right here. This shows up some of your apps and your different options. The same thing is over on this side right here. That's kind of cool. They will also give you something, it's kind of like a little settings toolbar. This, you just use 2 fingers to access that. And you can take that actually, and I can throw it over there, put it up here, up on the top. Or if I want it down below, instead of me going up there and grabbing it, take just 2 fingers, just like that. This is your whiteboard right here. That was the same thing right here. Whiteboard, notepad. You also have your settings. Let's take a look at settings right here. I don't have the date set on this smartboard, so this is 2024. This is October. You can set up your Wi-Fi. It does have great, I feel it has great Wi-Fi settings because it has the 4 antennas. You got your Wi-Fi settings. You can set up a hotspot, Bluetooth. Let's take a look at personal. You can set up a wallpaper. It gives you different options for wallpapers. Let's take a look at you have a screensaver right here. Different things for the screensaver. All right, go back. Screen lock password, the floating tool. I like the floating tool. That's what we're using right now. Long press with 5 fingers to turn off the screen. All right, so that's kind of cool. So if I'm doing a presentation in school or whatever, and I don't want to hit the, I don't want this, I want to be able to use the board in a few minutes. I want to turn it off for now. Just take your 5 fingers like this, boom, it's off. All right, and if you want to turn it back on, 5 fingers, it's on again. All right, let's take a little bit more look at those 2 of the settings here, if I covered it all. And you have your system. Talks all about, you can set up your date and time. I got to do that. I didn't do that yet. This is where you're going to set up your email. And then you have your startup and shutdown settings, system update. System update is super fast. You can check for updates on that. Works really good. And then about. So this smartboard, they have different options for it. They have different memory settings. And this one came with a camera. And so I think it's like let's take a look at that camera right here. Here it is. In the tools right here, here's the camera. And I'm showing the back of my studio here. I got all my lights. You can take a picture if you want to, and that picture will then go to your smart pad, your notepad. All right, let's get back out of there. And let's go back. There's so many different things, so many cool things. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to cover everything, but I'm going to try. Any screen that you get on, let's say you're on, you can access the internet or you're doing some other program, you can hit this button right here, and that will allow you to draw on any screen, just like that, okay? So you can draw on any screen, circle things, and then when you're done with it, you can save it, but when you're ready to move on to it, you can't, it won't stay there, so you have to go ahead and hit close, and then it erases everything. All right, let's go back here. You have your task bar. You can also set up different options on this. So right here, I have my slides, my PowerPoint. I have a timer, my record button. Record button, pretty cool on that. So with the record button, let's go back to the notepad right here. And then now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a presentation. I'm going to hit record, and now here's the record button settings. You can choose the resolution and where it's going to be saved. I'm going to hit confirm. Now I'm going to go ahead and record. In 3, 2, 1. All right. Hey, welcome to the show. Today we're going to be adding 2 plus 3. All right. Does anybody know what 2 plus 3 is? 5. Good job. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and quit my recording. So I hit stop right here, and it says successfully saved. Now I'm going to go ahead and open that folder. And then here it is right here. I double click. Hey, welcome to the show. Today we're going to be adding 2 plus 3. All right, does anybody know what 2 plus 3 is? 5. Good job. All right, now I'm going to go ahead. You just double click right there to stop it. As you can see, it recorded everything I was writing on there, and it also recorded my voice. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is a quick way to get out of everything. Is this double square right here, and I can just close out everything like that. All right, let's see. See if there's anything else. Let's go over here. This is your 9 dots. These are apps right here. When you get this board, you can set up the Play Store. It's not going to be in there right away, so set up a Play Store through a Get Store, and then anything that's on Play Store, games, apps, you can install right here. This is so cool. So what I did is I installed Chrome. I like Chrome better than the browser. They got a browser right here that works great too, but I like Chrome better. And then I set up my PowerPoint, YouTube Studio. I even set up a kind of that shows like the world map. I use this on my show a lot just to kind of show where some of my viewers are located. And again, any screen that comes up here, you can write on there. So it's loading right now. It's a beautiful screen, isn't it? And the cool thing about this screen that I want to let you know is that this has a brightness of 500, and it's super bright. I mean, you can see this very far. Most smart boards out there, whiteboards like this, will have a brightness of 300. So check that out. The brightness is just so cool on this board. So here is a map. Like I said, you can install an app like this. And if I want to, I can just go ahead and hit my toolbar right here. It's my 2 fingers. I get this sometimes mixed up. And I can start drawing on anything. So I'm going to go ahead, and you have to choose the color. Let's choose white. So then I'm going to make an arrow right here. All right. The map or world. All right, so you can make all kinds of cool descriptions on anything that you can pull up from the internet or one of your apps. All right, let's close this down here. I'm going to click this again. I'm going to close out. Boom, all set to go. Let's take a look at that again. On here, like I said, you got so many other different options right here. You can mirror this with somebody's phone, tablet. You can also, there was something else. This is called eShare Pro. Take a look at that. But I guess it's one of the best presentation softwares out there. But it's you can look that up yourself. But this is on the board. So I know the company is really excited about that option there. You had your home screen. This is your Finder. It tells you about all the folders that you have set up here. And let's see here. Let's go over to the settings here. Close this down. So here are your different quick settings. You got your HDMIs, VGA. Let's do again. That closes so fast on here. Now you have your advanced settings. This is really cool because let's say you do set up settings on your board and your display settings. You can save these advanced settings for different, let's say you're going to do one in class, and then maybe you have a Google Meet or later on, and then you can set up different other settings right here. So you can save those settings. This does work with Zoom, all your conferencing. You can even do a partition board. Let me see if that's in here right here. You can even do a split screen. So if I want to, on this part right here, I could have my camera, and then on this part, I can have my notepad. So you can even work with Zoom, whatever. So you're doing a presentation, you can see yourself, and then you can do some, presentations or your whatever you're going to be talking about on that side. So you can move that around. If I want to, I can move this here, which is really cool. All right, I'm going to click out of this record button here. Close this down. All right. Okay, now, like I said, there's so many different options. This has your HDMI ports, your USB, so you can bring in, let's say you got your PowerPoints or your Google Slides, you can have that on there. I want to show you the Google Slides before we end. So let's go over here, and where's my Google Slides? Right here. Here's my slides. So I have this hooked up to my Google account. So whatever if I'm working on my computer, whatever I'm saving, the files I'm saving, boom, I can access that right away. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my multiplication power slide that I made. I'm going to put my pen right here. This pen fits perfect right here. And I ended up buying this. You can buy any type of presentation clicker that you want. I feel it works out a lot better. So I'm going to hit play. And then it says present on this device. You got some different options that you can pull up. And now I'm all set to go. So I have my clicker right here. It's going to load. Then on your presentation tool, start clicking. Just like that. Here's a screen that I captured. Oh, we'll talk about that here in a minute. I really like that. All right. So again, this works great with PowerPoint or Google Slides. All right, let me get out of here, close this down. Boom. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and access my YouTube channel. All right, here's a cool feature that I use a lot. So right here, I'm on my YouTube channel. And so let's say I want to respond back to some of my viewers. What I'll do is go over here to my tools, and I'm going to choose crop right here. And now I get to choose a certain part of what the screen that I'm on. I'm going to zoom in on this part right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and choose this option right here. And what that does is that's going to take that picture that I just cropped out. It's going to throw it up on my whiteboard. So then I can go ahead and I can size that if I want to, move it around, and then I can talk about some of my viewers out there. So yeah, it's so cool. I am loving it. Really liking it. Hey, I'll have a link down below for this whiteboard from HKMLC. I'm really liking all the features that they have on it. It's making all my work just so much more professional, easier to work with, easier to keep track of all the different files. I haven't had any issue. It's been working out just flawlessly, just perfect. And again, in the beginning of the show, you did see where I had this welcome screen right here. So if you do give a presentation, you can have this welcome screen, and you can set up the different templates on it. So if they walk into your presentation, they can see that. You can even have music playing on it. And then when you're set to go, they'll see this, and you just begin your presentation. Hey, thanks a lot for watching the show. We'll talk to you later, and have a good day out there. Adios! Goodbye.